Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tyler Price, and on my channel we talk about books, productivity, money, lifestyle, and all things fun. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about my top books for 2023. As I've mentioned in other videos, I was in a historical romance rabbit hole for the entire year, actually for the last couple of years. And so I didn't really read a lot of contemporary romances. I read a handful, but not a lot. And so while the books that I'll be discussing are my top contemporary romances or contemporary books, I do have other favorites that I won't be covering that are my favorites in terms of historicals, because I got a lot of them. And I'm thinking about doing a video. It's just I read so many and it's very difficult to kind of choose, so I don't think I can. I do anything by Stacy Reid, love her. And so anyway, what I want to do is I'm going to go over the top 5 books, contemporary books that I read this year, my top 5. And so the first is QB, and these are all number 5s for me. I give them, they're my 5-star books. I give them all 5 stars. I love them. I just love so much about them. And so the first one is Forget Me Not by QB Taylor and QB Tyler, and it's a second chance romance. It's about a woman and her husband, and I think they were going through a divorce, and then he gets into an accident and has amnesia, and so he's behaving like things are still okay, and she has a memory of things are not okay. And so this is just their journey of how everything kind of got reconciled. So definitely a 5-star read for me. I read this early in the year and absolutely loved it. The next one is Love in Other Words. Oh my God, y'all! I even annotated this book. It was so good. It's about Marcy and Elliot, and it's their love story. And what it does is it takes you from present day to like a few years when they were younger. A lot of people have read this book. I don't want to get too much into it, but what I can tell you is that Elliot is my book boyfriend. Actually, there are 2 book boyfriends in this video. I just love it when men read, and I love that nerdy, studious man, and it's just everything about him is hot. But the story itself is just so beautifully written, and I can understand why this resonates with so many people. One thing I like about the book, and I'm not giving anything away, was that when Elliot ran into Marcy again years later, because the book it shows present day, which is years later, and then it shows when they were younger, because they were high school sweetheart. When he runs into her years later, he goes home and tells his girlfriend. That's it. Like, he just knew. And I think, and you find out with men that when a man knows, he knows. And he just knew. He was like, I'm sorry to hurt you, but the one that I want is back. That's not his exact words, but you know what I mean. Anyway, love this book. 5-star completely. The next one is Before I Let Go. Oh my God, this book shattered me, tore me apart, broke me, and put me back together. This is my first read by Kennedy D. Ryan, and I have to tell you, it was just so real, and it's so raw, and just reading a relationship that resonates completely with you, where you feel seen. So there's so much I love about this. I love the fact that it was set in Atlanta, because I live in the Atlanta area. I love that the couple it was just life, right? So you have a divorced couple, they're raising their family, they're co-parenting, as well as they also run a business together. They run a restaurant together. So in this book, you kind of find out why they were divorced. So it starts out with them getting divorced, so no spoilers there. And you find out why they got divorced in the first place. And when you find out, it breaks you. It broke me. So the next book is coming out, I believe, in March. I've already pre-ordered it. I am going to reread this book sometime either January or February. Maybe February. I want to annotate it. Definitely want to reread it again. But This is a 5-star book. If I had to go through my entire book and rank all of them, this probably would be on the top. This book delivered and gave me everything that I needed. The next book, number 4, is Steel Beating. Man, I still think about this book. And so this book is about 2 people, Cora and what was the guy's name? Dean. So Dean is Cora's sister's boyfriend slash, I don't know if they were fiance, I don't remember. But they were both kidnapped by this crazy guy, and this just takes you through the journey of what they experienced. And sometimes when you've been through something with someone, it's kind of difficult for other people to understand what you've been through. So, and the heart here, and kind of the scene where it shows this locket, I think is probably one of the most powerful scenes in the book. And I don't want to give anything away. It's so good. I read Lotus and also The Stars on Our Side. I think that's the name of the book. I read that recently. Lotus is okay. The Stars on Our Side was a tough read for me, and I do have a video where I recap why it was difficult to read. But Steel Beating, this is, if I had to rank my books, this is probably number 2 on the list. It just was so good. It was so real. It was so raw. It's just such a powerful book. Jennifer Hartman, girl, I don't care what you write, I'm reading it. In fact, I have The Optimist Guide to Heartbreak or something on my bookshelf. It's on my to-read list. This book it delivered. I know some people didn't rate it high. You got to be ready for that kind of romance, and you have to kind of just understand it is a dark romance, just what they went through. You have to kind of remove yourself from the story and kind of just try to experience what they're going through, and remove your bias and your feelings and your issues, and just read this for what it is. Man, this was real. This was raw. It delivered. I loved it. 5. And then the last book, this book, 7 Days in June. Oh my God. As a New Yorker, like the references to Brooklyn, the private school that her daughter went through, her daughter in the book, she's just amazing. So this book is about Shane and who is, I can't remember her name. Oh my God, Genevieve. How can I not remember her name? Oh, Genevieve and Shane. And it's just their love story, and it goes from, they were the high school kind of sweethearts, I think. Yeah, they were, they had something in high school, and now it's present day. And so very similar to Love in Other Words, where something happened where they were together, then they weren't anymore, and they eventually discuss it in the book. And then they're both authors, so it's just, again, Shane is my other book boyfriend. And he also had his demons and things that he needed to work through, because I think sometimes when you meet people in life, my camera, I'm trying to figure out my camera. My camera's over there, but I'm looking anyway. So let me go back to this. Sometimes when you meet people in life, you probably don't meet them at the right time, and you need to go through what you go through just to appreciate and understand and really be ready for that relationship. And so what my takeaway from this is that when they met when they were younger, they just were not ready. And so given that what they went through after, and their life experiences kind of prepared them for where they are now. So this is a definitely a 5 read for me. I love everything about the book. I annotated part of it. I don't think I did all, but I was just breezing through it. And then I didn't read The Perfect Find, but I saw the Netflix show. I didn't care too much for the Netflix adaptation of The Perfect Find by Tia Williams. I think I will read the book, but they do at the end of this book, you do see the couple from The Perfect Find. So, but yeah, I didn't read the book. I'll probably read it. I didn't care for the adaptation. I know sometimes the TV adaptation is not as good as the book, so I'll add The Perfect Find to my list of books to read for next year. So yeah, these are my top 5 books, romance books for 2023. I know we have one more month, but I'm reading holiday books all of December. I'm reading Throne of the Fallen. Definitely right now, it's a 4.5. I'm loving it. And but I don't know if I'm going to have another 5-star read this year. And if I do, then that's wonderful. But I'm not really sure if I will, because again, my goal for December is to read some Christmas books. Christmas books are great, but they're not 5s. they're they're fluffy. Now I gotta see Sarah Simone in there. You know, homegirl, she does her spice, so who knows? But yeah, these are the books. My top 5 books. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining, and subscribe to my channel. This is a new channel. We're still kind of figuring things out, so definitely like, subscribe, share. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.